Let's get into it. The How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake is a faithful adaptation, but when something feels out of place, it really feels out of place. When it comes to the acting, Gerard Butler's perfect reprisal of his role as Stoic is the backbone of this film. Without him, this thing really wouldn't have worked. Mason Thames as Hiccup does a great job, but I couldn't really buy into his and Astrid's romance. Or anything to do with Astrid for that matter. So this scores a 3.5 out of 5. As for design, it's evident a lot of thought and effort was put into the costumes and set pieces. Nothing feels cheap or fake. Stoic once again stands out, but as good as his design is, it's countered by how bad Astrid and Gobber's hairpieces look, giving this a 4 out of 5. Rest assured, the plot is almost identical to the original. The two main additions are a few extra moments of character development for Snotlout, and expanding the town council scene to briefly explain the ethnically diverse cast. The runtime is 30 minutes longer than the original, and the slower pacing does weaken the story slightly, so this gets a 4.5 out of 5. Now, on to the heavy hitter, the effects. The dragons are stunning, and seeing them depicted realistically on screen is wildly entertaining. For the most part, the CGI works very well. But ironically, because all the other dragons look so real, Toothless's unchanged design feels kind of out of place. So I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. I'm also gonna give this a -1 because, let's be honest, it's a cash grab and it didn't really need to be made. However, I will give it a +0.5 because it is a very faithful adaptation, unlike some recent films. That being said, it's hard not to compare it to the original, and changes like Gobber's accent did annoy me at first, but I got used to it eventually. That's gonna leave us with the final score of 7.5. Overall, the film is a fun nostalgia kick, but the original still hits harder.